Welcome to another segment of Easier Golfing. Today we're going to talk about how to swing a golf club. Now this is great for beginners or intermediate players that are really looking to start their swing or improve upon their swing. So, assuming that you've already seen some of our setup videos, we're just going to go straight into the swing. How do we make it simple? Well, I'm going to go through a 3-level process. It takes you from level 1 to level 2 to level 3 and how to build your golf swing. So level 1, we're going to keep it super simple here. So level 1, we're going to take our address position. From here, we're just going to swing the club back, utilizing our torso to move the club. We're not going to have much movement off the ball, we're not going to have much rotation. So this motion is called the takeaway. So from this takeaway position, we're going to go back to where the club is parallel to the ground, where our left arm is underneath our right arm. As I do this, you'll notice my shoulders create some tilt. So if I turn around here, you'll see that tilt on the way back. So when I take this club back, we're trying to get this club head in line with the hands and matching the angle of our spine. That is a square club face. Now a lot of people don't understand how that is square. So if I just take my setup here, I bring the club up, you see it's matching my spine. I move this way, go back down in the posture, come up, go this way, it's matching my spine. Now I'm tilted in the golf swing. So what we have to remember is that we're playing this golf game from an angle. I'm tilted forward, so therefore the club will be tilted to match my spine. If I stand up, it matches my spine. So remember, as we're swinging the club on this tilt, my shoulders will be at an angle swinging back. So I'm just rotating around my spine. So if this is my club, if this is my head, and I'm tilted like this, I'm just rotating around that axis. So, really fun drill. I'll take the ball, I'm going to put it here. So, in my setup, I'm taking my arms like this. I'll go back, I'll go through. So you notice how my shoulders are working around my spine, my arms are working around my spine. And then when I take my club, I go back, left shoulder at the ball, right shoulder at the ball. Alright, so the first part of this process is our takeaway. We're going to take it back to here, we'll swing through, and I want you to finish so your hips, knees, torso is all out towards your target. So I'm going to hit a shot here, and this is how I'd have you practice the level 1 swing. Weight's left, weight's going to stay primarily left. I'm going to bring this back, swing through, and our goal here is to hit the ground in the same spot every time. After we feel comfortable and confident, we're going to hit our shot out towards our target. Moving on to our level 2 swing. In our level 2 swing, it's just building upon the foundation we started with the level 1. So the level 1 is our takeaway from here to here. Level 2, we're adding a little bit more rotation, another component. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab an alignment rod. We're going to use that rod to allow ourselves to see our rotation with our body. Okay, I have 2 alignment rods. Alignment rod 1 is going to go about a fist width inside your trail foot. Alignment rod number 2 is going to go along your right side. You're going to take your club, put it across your shoulders. So, we're adding some rotation. What we want to feel is that the torso is going to move first, just like in our takeaway here. And it's going to pull the lower body around with it. So if I have this across my chest, my arms crossed, I'm going to turn, trying to get this to match the rod on the bottom. As we do this, we're creating space between our trail hip and the alignment rod. We'll do this a few times. And as you do this, make sure our head's not moving way off the ball. We want to be fairly centered with our head position. So our torso is turning back, which turns the hips. We're creating some space so we can use the ground better. Now with the club, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to turn back. Now one thing you notice is that I hinge the club a little bit. So in this level 2 swing, we're going to our takeaway. We're going to add some hinge. We're going to turn. Again, takeaway, add some hinge, turn. So what I want you to envision is that we're trying to get a position that creates the letter L on the backswing. So again, we're going to take it back. We have some hinge, we have some turn. And we blend it together, it looks like that. Now on the way through, the same thing as the takeaway swing, the level 1 swing, we're going to finish tall on the left foot. We're just going to finish more in this L position. So we call this the L to L swing. So we're going to turn back, L, to L. And the same focus with the ground. We're trying to hit the same spot consistently over and over and over again. So again, I get with my rods here, and turn back. I'm creating space while keeping my head relatively centered, getting my torso to turn, pull the hips create space. Now I get the same feeling with the golf club in my hands. Take away, turn back, create our L, swing through, finish with the L. Now the level 3 swing is just finishing off our follow through. So now we go L all the way around, give it a little more power, making sure our body is fully balanced. We can certainly take the club a little further back on the backswing. But if you watch a lot of good players on TV, they're not taking it too far back. Most of them are sticking around the L or slightly longer than the L. So what I want you to do, take this, really focus on the takeaway. Once you feel confident, you can hit some good balls just going from parallel to parallel. I want you to build it into the level 2 swing, making sure the body is centered, making a good pivot, going L to L. The most important piece is that we're hitting the ground in the same spot every time. So if you find yourself struggling with that, make sure at the start, the weight's favoring the lead foot. In our takeaway, it stays favoring the lead foot. As we go into our larger swing here, now it's favoring the trail foot just a little bit, but we're making a good turn as we do this. On the way through, we gotta finish, balance, so we can almost tap that back foot. Now, a good way to practice this, if you have that alignment rod down on the ground, make sure that when we're hitting the ground, you'll see that all my marks are forward of that alignment rod. Now, if we put the rod in the middle, that'd be a better tell compared to our ball position. Make sure we're hitting the ground forward of that golf ball. I hope you enjoyed this video. It gave you a little bit of insight on what we're going to do and how to build a golf swing. If you have any questions, reach out to us at easyergolfing.com. Go ahead, click that like and subscribe, and we hope to see you again soon.